What about the process? We've got an employer that is interested in, setting up a solution for their employees. What does that process look like for them to, get it all set up?
It can be pretty painless for a couple of reasons. One of the main reasons is we these days try to do direct bill so that employees are paying this out of their bank account versus the employer payroll deducting it. Because all too often when employees leave employment, they look at their health insurance, their 401k, they forget about the long-term care. It's, kind of a tertiary benefit. They forget about it. They don't take it with them. And then months later, they come back and go, oh, I wanted to take that. And the plan's lapsed. So they've lost it. And so one of our newer statements that we make is long-term care is one of the few employee benefits you should die with, right? You should hold it till you are no longer with us. Whereas with, your employer health insurance, your employee group term life insurance, your employer disability, those are not policies and coverages you're going to take into retirement. Right. This is one by nature, you're typically going to use it around 80. So you want to make sure you take it into retirement. It's important that you educate on this because employees don't know, well, what is it? Long-term care. I thought I had long-term disability. Oh, well, Medicare pays for that or my health insurance pays for that. And as we know in the industry, none of that is covered by Medicare. None of it's covered by your group health plan. And long-term disability is to replace your income, not pay for services when you need extra care. So it's super important to educate employees on that. And if the employer doesn't want to educate on that and it's a voluntary plan, then it's really not worth doing. Yeah. We should do this at a time when it's good for you to make it worth your time. And so that your employees truly learn. They don't all have to buy, but they should all understand what decision they're making, yes or no. We recommend 5 to 8 emails. Okay. Where you're sending an email weekly, just prior to the enrollment period starting, during the enrollment period, holding webinars, right? And you can do recordings and videos, right? So it's super easy with technology today to educate people if the employer will, set aside the time, encourage employees to understand it, and then send out a few emails. But that's really the employer's lift is sending out some emails, meeting with the agent or producer, benefit broker that's putting this in, once a week, every other week to get it planned and going. It can be a pretty painless effort for the employer aside from, some basic education.